Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. So today I'm here glad to see you all. First for all, let me to introduce my team. At the first, myself, Sufiani Salubis with NPM 134, Firly Dwi Ainur with NPM 493, Safa Safira with NPM 374, Titan Bayhaki with NPM 485, Aji Pandu with NPM 706, Muhammad Nusron with NPM 137, Chelsea Monica with NPM 121, Angela Clarissa with NPM 076, and the last Muhammad Tariq with NPM 318. In this video, we will talking about index number. We will discuss the fourth topic of index number. The first topic is definition of index number. The second topic is simple relative price index. The third topic is selecting and changing the base year. And the last topic is a grade price index. So let's move on to the first presentation that will deliver by Firly. Firly, time is yours.
Definition of index number. There is an easy way to find a comparison over time, whether there is increase or decrease. Based on their use, the index number are grouped 3 including: Number 1. Price index. An index number used to measure or show change in the price of goods, either one item or a group of goods. The price index concerns the percentage increase or decrease in the price of the item. Example: consumer price index and wholesale trade price index. Number 2. Quantity index. An index number used to measure the quantity of a good or set of goods, whether produced, consumed, or sold. Example: rice production index and corn sales index. Number 3. Value index. An index number used to see change in the value of a good or set of goods, whether produced, import, or export. The example: copra export value index and rice import value index.
Index number function. Index number are used to determine the percentage increase or decrease of a value at the current time with a value at another time set as the base year. Index number are also used to determine change in variable related to many aspects of human life. In economics, index number are widely used in the consumer price index, the basic material price index, the price index received by farmers, the producer price index, the stock price index, and others. Nowadays, computers are used as tools that will facilitate the calculation of index numbers, such as using Visual Basic software whose database comes from Access. 2. Simple relative price index.
Okay, now we are discuss about simple relative price index. The simple relative index is an index that during its calculation does not care about the age of each good and service. The simple relative index number shows the development of the relative price of the goods and the service in a particular year with the base year by ignoring the age of the importance of good and service. Okay, next. After we are discussed about the simple relative price index, now we are discussed about the simple relative quantity index number. The simple relative quantity index figure and index shows the growth in the quantity of the good and the service compared to the base year. The quantity index is also calculated without assigning weights to each good as they are considered to be of corresponding importance.
Now we are discuss about simple relative value index number. The simple relative value index figure is a value developed by multiplying the price by the quantity of commodity goods and service at a given time by the base year. Then, selecting and change the base year.
Base year equal T0. The base year is the year that is the basis for comparison. In the variable comparisons, the base year serves as the dominator. The index number in this year is 100%. The selection of the base year can be based on the following point. Number 1. A year with relatively stable economic condition. Number 2. Not too far away from certain year. Number 3. The year in which important change occurred. The next is specific year equal TN. The specific year is the year whose variable we want to compare. In a variable comparison, the given year becomes the numerator. The next is selection the base year. The base year is the year used as the basis for calculation. The index number in the base year is always given a value of 100. Therefore, if it happens that in 1 year the index number exceeds 100, it means that there has been an increase, and if the index number is below 100, it means there has been a decrease. For example, if the year 2000 is used as the base year, the index number for 2000 must be 100. If after calculation it turns out that the index number for 2001 is 122, then there has been an increase. There are at least two things that must be considered in choosing a base year. Namely, 1. The base year chosen should be a year when the economy is stable. 2. The base year chosen should not be too far from the year from which the index number is to be calculated. It is recommended that the distance between the year being calculated and the base year should not be more than 10%.
So in here I'm gonna talking about aggregate price index. The definition of unweighted aggregate index is the simple aggregative price method takes all prices in a given year and expresses them as a percentage of the overall commodity price in a given year by comparing average price changes in a given year to prices in previous years. Then there are advantage and disadvantage of calculating index numbers using the aggregate method. The advantage is that simple in nature, so it's easy to understand and calculate. The disadvantage is that doesn't consider the relative importance of various commodities, so that basic necessities have the same weight as other goods. In fact, basic necessities will be responded to more by consumers than other types of goods.
Next is the weighted aggregate price index. The weighted price index is a method that uses weighting factors in calculating the price index. A weighting factor is a factor used to distinguish the importance of an item from another item. The weighted method does not equalize the position of each item. The weighted method is a way out of the unweighted method which has weakness. Next is the least price method. The least price index is a consumer price index used to measure the change in the prices of a basket of goods and services relative to a specified base year weighting. Developed by German economist Etienne Lesperus, the Lesperus price index is also called the base year quantity weighted method. The last Paris Price Index can also be used to measure the economy's general price level, cost of living, and to calculate inflation. The index commonly uses a base year figure of 100, with periods of higher price levels shown by an index greater than 100, and periods of lower price level by indexes lower than 100. A key differentiator between the last Paris Price Index and other indices such as Pache Price Index, Fisher Price Index, and etc. is that it uses weights taken from a base period.
Yes, the best price index is a consumer price index used to measure to the change in the price and quality of basket of goods and service relative to a base year price and observation year quantity. Development by German economist Hermann Paes. The base price index is common referred to as the Chernbeck index. The best price index is commonly confused with the Lapeyre's price index. The main differentiator between the base index and the Lapeyre's price index is that the former uses current period quantity weights, while the latter uses base period quantity weightings. And next, the Marshall-Edgeworth method for the index number. Credit to Marshall and Edgeworth is a weighted relative of the current period to base period set of price. This index uses the arithmetic effect of the current and base period quantities for the weighting. Merits. It is simple to understand and easy to calculate. It gives a result which is approximately close to the result obtained by the Fisher-Ideal formula and lies between the result last pair and base indices. It satisfies the time reversal test of consistency as the weight remains constant under this method. It also satisfies the unit test of consistency. The merit, it nets current weight every time an index is computed. It nets all the data relating to price and quantities of both the best and current years for which the work becomes tedious and expensive. It does not satisfy the factor reversal test and circular test of consistency. And thank you very much your attention and very much appreciate the feedback or criticism you have given us today. If you heard a word from my friend, please be forgiven.